Dictionary. Tonight I have a couple of guests with me. I've got Matt and Sarah from the Whiskey Crusaders, and we are going to be drinking both TahWahKaro whiskeys and Sagamore Spirits. So say hi, guys.
Hello. How's everybody doing?
How's it going?
So this is my first time using StreamYard, so if anything seems wonky or if I'm terrible at clicking on comments, then so be it. But I figured I'd get used to it because I'd like to do more of these group hangouts that we were doing for a little while. They're all kinds of fun. So hope everybody's having a good Friday night. I would like to jump right into these because I've seen several people in the chat already complaining about the fact that it was a rough Friday, and I had one as well. So I would love to jump into some whiskey.
Totally agree. Same
now,
problem.
I know that we all I definitely want to start with the TahWahKaro, which I did actually tell them to try to come into the chat. So I'm hoping that either I think it's Lisa and maybe Jason. Does that sound right, Matt?
Yeah.
So
I can text them too right now if you want.
You should actually just let
them
them know. It's actually hat spelled backwards. It makes a hat. Yeah. Anyway.
Never even thought that. You're right. It is.
There we go. Yeah. It's almost right. Anyway, so let them know because I told them that they should come in and just kind of hang out in the chat and chat with us. So the key about all of these bottles, at least for me tonight, is that I haven't opened any of them. So I got a bunch of these recently. I'm actually going to be probably filming the review of these tomorrow. So I'm hoping to get through a little bit of it and at least formulate an opinion, but I've never even tasted these. Whereas I've tasted these three at a sampling, but not in a setting like this where I can actually take some time with them. So anyway, let's get into the 4-grain bourbon whiskey first. So Matt, I know never mind. So you're texting or are you?
No, my phone's having issues. I'm trying to get the stupid screen to even turn on. It's wonderful. It'll come back up. I have to buy a new phone.
I was about to say, sounds like a time for a new phone.
It's 3 years old.
Yep, time for a new phone.
Ooh,
that was a good one.
That was a huge. It was like it did not want to come out. I started worrying about my manliness there for a minute. I'm really not open a bottle of whiskey. If I can't open a bottle of whiskey, I think I'm done.
Yeah,
blame it on your Friday. It's okay.
Right.
I think the wants to pull the battery out of this thing.
All right. Well, first things first, Matt. The more important thing. Have you poured your drink yet?
Yes, that's the more important part.
All right, Sarah. Do you have your drink?
Got it right here.
All right. To all of those who have had a rough Friday, all of those who have had a good Friday, and to a better tomorrow. Cheers.
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 Ooh, that smells really good.
It is because it is really good. Plus, this is the closest distillery to us in Grapevine, which is 25 minutes from here, which is awesome.
Oh, that's really good.
I was just really glad when I contacted them that their whiskey is really good and they're close by and it didn't suck. So that was a huge plus. And they're actually super awesome people there.
Yeah, it looks like it's a family-owned thing.
Correct. It's 2 sets of brothers that own it.
Okay. See, I could tell that because when I was looking at their website today, I was like, both of those kids are not old enough to work. So that must be a family business.
Yeah, totally.
I know that from experience as well. My parents had my parents are like serial entrepreneurs, and they've owned their own business for as long as I can, not quite as long as I can remember, but most of my life. And I've helped them with several of them. So in one form or another. So it's always cool though. So actually on that note, how old were you guys when you started working? Just, I know it's a totally random topic, but curious.
12.
How about you? I was 12 as well.
Yeah, 16.
Yeah. But it was yours a paper route, Matt?
No, it was mowing lawns.
Mowing. Okay. Yeah. That's pretty classic. Yeah.
Hey,
I delivered competing newspapers, which was great. Cause I've told you guys I'm 36. So I was 12 at the time on rollerblades cause it's the 90s. And I was rollerblading around with one satchel on one side and the other one on the other side. And I just kind of had like 50 something papers in both of them. So it was a good time, but yeah, mowing lawns in Texas, that feels very American to me.
It is. It's good. And people pay good money for it. So that's how I paid for college. Almost all of college was paid for mowing lawns.
That's crazy. How about you, Sarah?
What was 4 years straight.
What was your first job?
My first job was working at McDonald's.
McDonald's, yeah.
I was out of there in like a week and a half.
I get the impression that's not uncommon.
I barely touched the place now. I don't remember the last time that I've had McDonald's, but
Yeah, I worked at Dunkin' Donuts, and it was a while after I left. Like I didn't leave on any bad terms or anything. Like I liked the place. I just was 18 and I was going to college, and I still kind of didn't have Dunkin' Donuts for a lot of years afterwards.
And if they had them down here, because when I was 16, I lived down here. I would have worked there, and I would have loved every minute of it. But McDonald's.
Yeah. The one nice thing about Dunks though is like, so they basically, you can have as much coffee as you want, but I was 16 when I started working at Dunks. I left when I was 18. Didn't really drink coffee when I was 16, so that wasn't a thing, but I did like donuts.
Yeah.
And they didn't really care if you had any, because they figure that one person can only do so much damage. Oh, they didn't meet Bill before. I looked at it as an investment from the company standpoint, because the more I understood their product, the better I could sell it to the customer.
How many munchkins can I fit in my mouth?
Well, that might be a question that a customer might ask someday, and I need to know off the cuff.
Next time I go in, I'm going to ask them.
You should. They're going to look at you and probably not speak English. So a lot of
no. They do here.
They do.
Okay. I was going to say up here, it's a lot of people who barely speak English. They're just medium coffee.
They just opened one like 3 minutes from my house, and I am a happy East Coast girl right now. So.
Yeah, actually, well, so like, Texas is central enough. Do you have both Starbucks and Dunks, or is there like a third thing?
So the Dunkin' Donuts that just opened up, there is literally a driveway to the parking lot that separates the Starbucks.
Nice.
So, pick your poison, whatever.
Yeah, we get a lot of that with the McDonald's and Burger Kings being across the streets from each other or next to each other. Yeah. Anyway, so people in the chat have been posting about their first jobs. It's been kind of interesting watching a lot of manual labor, which makes a lot of sense. Not like there's too many talented 16-year-olds out there,
right?
Yeah, but picking strawberries it's one of those things that I bet is like torture, but sounds kind of fun. Like if you had to pick strawberries, I bet that would be awful.
Like, I mean, if you liked strawberries and got to eat them while you're picking them, maybe.
Yeah. So what are you guys thinking of this whiskey?
I'm a fan. I really get a kick out of how I can smell it on different parts of the glass, and I can get all 4 grains out of it. I think that's really cool how they used all 4 of them in it.
Totally. Yeah. I'm always a fan, even if it's not like a heavy percent, just in general, I like wheated whiskeys in some way, shape, or form. I feel like it's a really good balance. Like it was a good choice for a grain to go into whiskeys.
I agree. It's sweet, but it's a different kind of sweetness.
Yeah. I know it's usually, sorry, go ahead.
I was going to say, it's not like hurt your teeth sweet. Yes.
But I also notice it always has a good effect on the nose of the whiskey.
Yeah.
Yeah. Like that's probably where I noticed it the most, unless it's a high percent.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. Cause they did the rye and the wheat at the same percentage, both at 13. So it's off. If you don't like rye or you don't like wheat, they offset each other.
Yeah. Now, one thing I was expecting, I know that so obviously it's the 4 grains. So you got corn, rye, wheat, and barley. I was expecting there to be a little bit more of the impression of rye in here, which I'm not getting yet, but maybe it'll start coming out as it opens up a bit.
Yeah, I think it takes a little while on the rye. Which batch did they send you?
This one, I think it's like batch 4. Yeah, batch 4.
Yeah. I had it once.
Yeah. So real quick,
batch 3.
You have batch 3. Okay. So real quick, I want to say hi to Tom Sawyer Piper, who says it's his first time turning into a stream, and he just started watching my videos. So hey, Tom.
Awesome.
Cheers.
Yeah. Man, I'm really enjoying this. So Tom, are you a fan of Rush, or is that something else? Maybe just Tom Sawyer in general.
Could be.
Maybe. Oh, this is tasty.
Come on.
This is exactly what I needed tonight. So,
yeah, I guess I'll be in the morning getting a new phone because this thing has gone to the crapper.
Is it still rebooting? Wow.
Yeah, I just rebooted it, and like every time I try to go to like just another screen, it just takes like the hamster just can't even move. It's just gone to crap. I'm like, it's sitting in the text screen trying to pull the names up.
Yeah,
it's just ridiculous.
You know what I just realized? A week from today.
Yep.
We're gonna be just absolutely out of our minds drunk right now.
There's a really good chance.
Like, despite our best intentions, there's almost zero chance that anybody's going to be at all coherent.
That's why we're Ubering there.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's not even optional, I think, for anyone. That's just not an option. You can't drive there.
Yes. Yeah. I'm not so much worried about the to and the from the Bastard's Ball, because just thinking about, like, I drank a bit, but I was mostly running around sweating because it was like 1,000,000 degrees.
Exactly.
And filming. And I'll probably do a bit of that too. I rented a car while I was out there because I probably shouldn't have bothered. I probably should have just gotten an Uber. But whatever. Yeah. I don't know. Getting to and from the airport. It wasn't that expensive to rent the car. But anyway, I probably should just Uber to and from the ball. Even though
when are you getting there?
I'm getting there Friday at like noon, and then I'm hanging out at the airport, and I think around 1-ish or so, Eric Waite lands, and then him and I are going to drive to La Quinta together.
Cool.
So,
perfect.
Yeah, we're probably going to roll in about noon-ish or so and go straight to the distillery. So we can't check in until 3, so.
Yeah.
We have to be there. We have to be at La Quinta at 3. Like, we have to be in a certain place at 3 at La Quinta.
Right.
Yeah, I know.
Okay, making sure you know that.
I know. Hey, that's why I texted you earlier.
I know. It's like, we can't be late for that. It's very important. The timeline is very dependent upon that happening right at 3.
Yes. That will be wonderful.
Oh, it's exciting. Okay.
Yeah.
Finally, my phone cam. I can text Justin now.
Oh, wonderful.
Jeez.
I was about to say, just throw it against the wall. Give me his number.
All my contacts are in here. That would be horrible.
So what is everybody in the chat drinking tonight? I saw, I know, what was it? TX Carl was drinking OP-17. I think he was the one that bought that today, right?
Yes, he was. That picture of it, yeah. Yeah,
it's funny. I saw that and I was just like immediately like, oh man, because I know obviously I just did the 18, which was fantastic, but I've heard so many people talk so well about the 17. It's one I'll have to get around to trying. Although obviously it's going to get harder and harder. I was talking to somebody today. They're doing this Whistle Pig event down on Cape Cod this weekend. All right, I think it's this weekend, maybe next weekend, where it's $125 a piece, and it's essentially a pig roast, which I find a little bit like, I get that they're Whistle Pig and it's in the name, but the whole point was that they had pigs and they, they liked the pigs or whatever. Like, I find it kind of odd. It's like, Mauve is dead now. Let's just roast some pigs.
There you go.
Yeah, but oh well, whatever. It doesn't bother me at all. And pigs are delicious. So
they are.
$125 for a ticket to try pretty much their whole range. And then my dad said that it was one of the boss hogs. And I'm like, it's probably 5, of course, right?
Probably.
Yeah. So then I was thinking, I'm like, I mean, from what I remember, I think you sent me 5, or I know you sent me 4. I'm not sure if I've tried 5 now that I think about it.
See, did I send you Black Prince or Serious Spirit of Mauve?
You definitely sent me Black Prince. I just don't remember if you also sent me Mauve.
If not, I can get you some. It's fine.
We'll address that next week. But
yeah,
I always either way. So I'm thinking to myself, like, I know 4 was stellar, and I believe 5 is good, but I don't think it was as good as.
It's not. It's nowhere near as good. Mm-hmm. I think it is really good, but compared to the Black Prince, it's meh.
Yeah. So Craig F is drinking Bib and Tucker, and that's one that I always see and I always almost buy, and I never do.
I'll bring some. You can try it. It's good.
It's pretty good pour.
I appreciate the generosity, Matt. I'm actually happy that's your answer for everything, but I'm more just like, is it any good?
Well, I'll just bring it to the La Quinta, and you can just try it there and see if you want to buy one or not.
I think it's good. I enjoy it.
You like it? Okay.
To that, Matt's, I'll just give it to you. You could try it. You saw what I had here in just that one container. That's Matt. Here, have this. Here, drink this.
I do love that. Matt's always just like, oh, you mentioned a whiskey? Yes, I've got 17 bottles of it, and you can have it. I probably shouldn't put up that banner too much because I'm totally covering you. Yeah, right.
This phone is screwed.
Either way, anybody who's in the chat right now who has not already, you should join the Discord. There is a link down in the description. It will take you 30 seconds to download the app and get in there, and then you can have all the whiskey you can ever imagine talking about. It's good
fun.
time. Yes. We called the Discord Whiscord because it's the best name ever.
Mhm.
And, definitely one of the more. I haven't been in the Scotch for Dummies, but I would guess that mine's probably. I would guess it's one of the more active ones.
Yeah, I would say between the you two, they're pretty close. Most active for sure.
Yeah.
We clearly have no lives, and we hang out with, I think, each other more in there than we do with our own families at this point.
Right. Yeah. So Eric Waite was just saying that apparently the quarterly dry week begins next Friday for the Whiskey Tribe,
which is kind of silly.
Boy, that would be really funny.
Yeah, I'm not participating in that. It's a terrible plan.
Right. No, I think that will be an honorary move or bump for a week, which, to be honest, probably could use a week to dry out after next weekend, I'm sure.
Yeah, they should really do it starting like Sunday at 12 p.m. Like.
But we have to go to its Bourbon Nights thing.
Okay, sorry.
Sunday afternoon
at like 11 p.m.
And we have a stream on Monday, so we'll have to wait till after our stream on Monday.
We just can't dry week.
Yeah, I've come to that conclusion.
Consumers are exempt from that whole thing,
Yeah, there you go. I like this plan.
And I don't really drink much throughout the week anyway, so I'm good.
Yeah,
I drink on Monday. That kind of takes me for most of the week.
Yeah, I tend not to really overdrink like ever. I pretty much am only drinking if I'm researching, or if I'm filming, or if I'm talking to Matt. Because Matt will just like mention a whiskey and I'm just all about it. So
yeah, we have a tasting that we're hosting over at Matt's tomorrow, so that'll be my drinking night.
Yeah, I guess I'm going to be at the Metro PCS store in the morning because this is not going to work. And 1,000 people probably texting me tomorrow morning about tomorrow. This is not going to work.
Is it not doing anything at all?
Mm-mm. I got it. I was able to send the text off to Justin, and then it crapped out again. Okay. So we'll see.
Well, you should probably just give me his number right here on the live, and I'll just text you. Just read it right off. Yeah.
I'm sure he'd love that.
Yeah. Speaking of Tah, I'm ready to move on to the next one. I don't know about you guys.
I already moved on to their cat. I know you don't have their cask strength, but it's freaking awesome. He pulled some from the barrel for me when he came over last time.
Yeah, that's pretty sweet.
It's freaking great. Yeah, I love going over and hanging out with those guys. They're awesome.
So you've been over there a few times?
Yeah, I've been there like at least 4 or 5 times.
Okay.
Yeah. I still have some of the original one that he pulled from the barrel from the first time you guys went.
Oh, yes.
We should really put it up against what you got over there.
Yeah, we'll have to do that tomorrow.
I've noticed that name dropping Matt gets me further than pretty much anybody else. All right, hold on. Here we go.
Yeah. Ooh, that was nice.
Oh, yeah.
These have a really good seal. It's got to be they I know you guys know, but they dip this in wax just like Makers does. Although it's not quite as messy as Makers does.
Not as drippy.
Yeah, they're probably trying to conserve a little bit. They're still a small business. They don't want to waste a drop.
Probably trying not to get sued.
Maybe, yeah.
Yeah, it's funny. In their distillery, they use crock pots to dip them.
Oh, that's great. Yeah, why not? Right?
Awesome. I love all their little setups. Are great to do everything. It's like it's totally a family business, and it's just really cool. All the little things they come up with make things easier for themselves.
Yeah. Yeah, why not?
Ooh, that smells awesome.
This smells really good.
Oh, it's so good. This is a rye malt, which is so that's the thing. It sucks. I have the freaking mash bill on my phone. So, and like Justin texted me yesterday. I'm like, "What's the mash bill on this?" And my phone is total shit. So it's awesome.
That's all right. Throw it across the room. You don't need it.
That's what I'm saying. Just
all I know is the contacts in there better be working because that's like every freaking whiskey person I know is in there. All the good news, I do keep business cards, but still,
I've got
that stack of cards that you got.
Yeah, that stack is ridiculous.
So for anybody listening here, if you see Matt next weekend, try to lift his phone off of him. It might be worth your time.
No, they don't know you. They only know me.
Yeah, but the phone will ring. It'll say Matt. Be like, yes, I'm Matt's personal assistant.
It came back up.
He's inebriated at the moment.
All right, so I got the mash bill. It came back up. Okay, the Texas rye malt is 68% Texas rye malt, 17% Texas rye berry, which is Elbon, 6% Texas corn.
Texas rye what?
Texas rye malt.
Right, well, the second piece, the 17.
Texas rye berry, which is Elbon rye.
Okay. Oh, okay. Yeah.
Some more rye. 6% Texas corn, 6% Texas red wheat, and 3% Texas two-row barley.
Interesting.
So that's a cool mash bill.
That is, yeah.
But yeah, I like because it's that malted rye, which is like 7 in the world.
Mm-hmm.
I think I've got a couple other of them. The Cedar Ridge makes one, and so does Old Potrero makes one out in San Francisco.
Yeah,
this is the best one of them all.
So Peter White saying that he bought Little Book 3, which that looks exciting to me.
Yeah.
The Little Book 2 tasted really good, but I had a hard time saying that, like this is definitely worth $100. That number 3 sounds like it's definitely worth.
Yeah, it sounds amazing.
Yeah, I'm guessing you're looking it up because I don't have it off the top of my head. Unless you're doing something completely different, in which case
I'm typing on my computer since my phone is crap. I'm typing in the chat.
Oh, okay.
Because I feel like an ass.
Oh, hey, Stellar. That's all right. You can talk to them as well.
Yes.
So, Sarah,
What's up?
tell me a story.
What kind of story do you want to hear?
I want to hear a story about your most recent purchase, whiskey purchase.
It's been a little while. I purchased an open bottle of Dovetail last week.
Do you have any bacon?
That was great. She does have bacon. Okay. So cats and
John, Captain Make It Happen.
Yep.
He contacts me regularly. Hey, came across this bottle. You want it? It's usually an open bottle. And he came across a Dovetail that was missing about this much for $50.
Okay.
So that's my most recent purchase.
Now, Dovetail normally what, like 75, 80, somewhere in there?
80, 90.
Oh, okay. So it's a little bit higher.
Yeah.
I haven't seen a Dovetail in a little while. I've been seeing a lot of the Infinity Barrel.
And it's one of those limited releases, and once it's gone, and it's one of my favorites put out by then. So bring it. $50 for that much missing out of the bottle.
Yeah, totally. From somebody that you know.
I know, and yeah.
Yeah, Peter was going to be contacting you shortly.
He's mad that I'm not throwing him bacon. I used to take pieces and throw it over the front of the.
I always forget that you have bacon. One of these days, I'm going to have you on, and I'm just going to have bacon as well. We'll just eat bacon. We won't even drink whiskey. We'll just be like,
we're bringing some to the ball.
Nice maple notes. And you ever had any of that like jalapeno bacon? That sounds like a great. I've never had it either, but it sounds amazing.
I've had bourbon glazed bacon, but no.
So anyway, I've just been sniffing this thing the whole time. So whatever. Cheers, guys. I'm sure you both drank, but
oh yeah, it's good.
Yeah, the typical rye notes don't come out on this one for me. Like there's none of that pickle and dilly note for me.
It's called just that.
Wow, there's a lot going on there on the taste.
It's freaking awesome. Yeah, the first time we went there, Justin's like, I got something secret for you to try. I'm like, okay. He pulled out this one. And so this is the first time he gave us. This is what's less of it out of the barrel. It's delicious. This is the Cask strength too. He has another secret one. If he's in the chat, I would talk about it. But I don't know if he wants us to talk about it, so I don't want to say anything about his other. I can tell you off air what it is, but
that sounds good.
Probably on here.
I would love to hear off air.
I also have the original pull of the rye Cask strength that you guys.
That's what this is.
Is it the original from when you guys went?
Yeah. This one is from one of the times. I don't know. Probably like the very first time.
Yeah, this is from the first time.
So for the first time ever, Matt, I think I've got a bottle of whiskey that you just don't have.
Oh, if it's from locally, probably
you've got the actual whiskey, but this one's batch number 1, and it's in the actual bottle with the label and all that. So,
which is what?
What? Do you have the rye? You have the rye?
Yeah, it's right here.
Oh, you have the What does that say? Batch 1? Well, does it have a bottle number? Because I want to beat you.
Bottle number? No, it doesn't have a bottle number.
I'm going to say my bottle number is better than yours because you can't prove me otherwise.
Whatever makes you happy.
Don't worry, Matt. I'll send you a sample.
Oh my gosh.
What's my opinion on the Four Roses single barrel? It's great. I think honestly, everything from Four Roses is great. You could probably skip the yellow label or but the small batch is great. The small batch select is great. The single barrel is great. Yeah, they're all great. And even their Like they're what do they call them? Barrel. They have like a essentially a master's collection, like what Woodford does, but I can't remember what Four Roses calls it.
You mean like the limited edition ones?
I guess it must be. Yeah, like I've seen them put out special releases of
the LE. They're like $150.
Hmm.
They are good.
Yeah, I tried one at a tasting one time, and it was good. Like Four Roses really can do no wrong as far as I'm concerned.
I agree.
Yeah,
100%.
I do wish they had more offerings, but I also get it. Like you don't want to just oversaturate because so far they're 3.5 out of 4. I mean,
yeah, I think that some of their single barrel releases are better than their LEs personally. Like we tried their birthday boys one from Dixon Dedman, and that one was amazing. And Jamie Ferris, which is down in Hattiesburg, Mississippi, at the Lincoln County Package Store, and that one is mind-blowing good over the 17 LE.
So Killer Jolt's making fun of me a little bit. That was pretty good. Yeah, there's a huge delay here. It's killing me. There's got to be a better way, like a way to make it not such a huge delay.
Yeah, that's why I just decided to pull up the YouTube chat because for some reason I can't even type in the chat in the StreamYard for whatever reason tonight.
So pop out the chat of YouTube. Bill.
Yeah. No, so I have the chat on the side. I'm more saying like, so if I say anybody who hears this, type hi Bill into the chat, like it's gonna be like 45 seconds before I see any of those come up, you know? Yeah, like that. I wish there was a way to reduce that. And I get that, you need to have a little buffer, but like 10 seconds is plenty. So I don't know. Come on, YouTube, get your shit together.
Nobody typed it, so they weren't paying attention.
Yeah, well, they will. Yeah. So as far as the Sagamore, let's talk about Sagamore for a little bit. So, well, actually, you know what? No, I'm going to go back to Tah for a minute. So while I was looking at this, one thing that I thought was cool, and you see this in a lot of these smaller. Yep. So there's all the high bills. Yeah. Wow, look at that. That's pretty high billy.
Damn.
Hey, Tony and Logan. I don't know who's Tony and Logan. Are they?
There are people in the chat that come in the chat all the time.
Oh, okay. All right. I thought it was. I don't know. Whatever. I saw they do the whole grain to glass concept, which is funny. Like I don't. It's a good marketing term, but it basically just means like, hey, we're small and we do everything. But I also like that. It's kind of nice because you can buy pre-milled grain, you can buy all kinds of stuff, and to do it all yourself. Like I feel like that's the only way that I could personally want to ever run a distillery. Like you got to have your hands in everything. But I've always been that way, even with software. Like now that I'm where I am, like I still try to get in there. You got to have something.
Totally agree. Yeah, and they legitimately are. We've been in the grain storage place, and then we watched them mill it, so we know it's definitely real.
Mm-hmm. Oh yeah, I'm sure. I mean, why you wouldn't make a claim like that and have it not be real? You're not.
You'd be shocked.
Yeah.
They're like, yeah, we're grain to glass, but it's already pre-milled, and not technically. Sure.
It really is. Like I think part of it too is people who start up these distilleries should really spend time watching people like us to find out what the audience actually wants. Obviously, you have to be appealing to a broad audience. Mm-hmm. But if you're a small distillery, you're going to attract attention from people like in the chat and like us first. Right. Locals.
The ones that actually pay attention.
Yeah, like I always, whenever I'm talking to smaller distillers, I actually always cite Iron Root as the people who have done everything correct.
Yeah,
like be part of the chats, be part of the YouTube community, be part of everything, and be transparent and do something cool and make it taste good. Like everything they've done is really good.
Yes, yeah. Follow Iron Root. That's the good plan. Mm-hmm. Yeah, Robert gets in more chats than anyone I've ever seen as far as distillery. Mm-hmm. No one else does that. He's amazing with that.
For sure.
And he actually converses and gives info and answers questions. And,
Right?
Yeah, like if I call Robert up, he'll be on the show anytime we ask him to be.
Yeah.
He's awesome. And then he comes and hangs out with us, which is great.
Absolutely. Yeah, I mean, I'm how far away from them do you live, Matt?
90 minutes.
That's awesome. If I lived there close, I would totally. I was talking to them today. They won that USA Today award. Mm-hmm. I'm sure you saw that.
Yes.
Yeah, that's awesome. I'm happy for them.
Totally deserve it. They're free.
Yeah. completely. They were up against some pretty stiff competition, including these guys.
Yeah, who was also there.
They're really did they end up getting second? I didn't go look.
That's where they were at last time I checked. I didn't see the final results yet.
Yeah.
But yeah, I wouldn't be surprised. They make amazing whiskey too.
So Nightbot apparently is being a pain in the ass. I thought I had actually turned that off, but apparently not.
Is Nightbot a bot?
Nightbot is a bot. It is. Sorry, I'm going to deal with that just so it's not a pain for people. So I thought I had gotten rid of Nightbot as a bot. I did. Huh. Well, I don't think it can ban people anymore. I think it just threatens to. Let me know, because I removed its rights to moderate the channel. Let me know if he's actually doing anything out there. I say he. It's it. Yes.
So you made Nightbot?
No, I wish actually, but no. Nightbot is like a thing that you can add to your stream, and it helps to moderate. But it also more like it'll say, "Hey, you should drink." Not drink. You should join the Discord. Things like that.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. I tamed Nightbot, as Steve is saying. Yeah. I need to get out to Iron Root. I've been thinking about literally just taking a flight out there. Obviously, you're out there, Matt. I would probably make a side trip and come visit.
It'd be worth your time.
But I mean, even these guys are out there. There's a lot I could probably do just in that little area.
Yeah, there's tons of stuff to do here, whiskey related. Now, there's so many new distilleries all the time going up around here, and just cool crap to do related to whiskey. Plus, there's a lot of whiskey here. That's not a terrible thing.
No.
No, you could probably get a better tasting at Matt's house than you could, distillery hopping. So.
You could get a better tasting at Matt's house than you can in the vault.
Almost.
Yeah, I would bet that Matt doesn't have too much hidden away, though. I don't know. Yeah.
I'll let you try whatever you want. I don't care what it's for.
It's funny, Matt. I actually had a dream a couple nights ago that I was at your house tasting stuff. I had completely forgotten up until this very moment. What happened was you were it was you and I going through box after box after box trying to find something that you wanted me to try.
Sounds like your office.
That was all it was. It was like the worst. It was one of those teasers as far as a dream goes, because we never got the bottle that you wanted. And I never knew what it was. You were like, there's this thing that you have to try. Look through this box. I'll look through, and okay. Yeah.
Sounds about right. That's how it goes around here sometimes.
You never got the name of it?
Yeah, no, he never told me. That was what
That's
was
even funnier. That's awesome. Yeah.
Serious.
It is what happens frequently, though. Is I don't know. It's in one of these boxes in this room.
Right.
It's okay. That's why Ben's coming here tomorrow to label boxes. Lucky Ben.
There we go. Let's see. Oh man, Eric, I'm sorry to hear that, buddy. That sucks. But whoever got you would be a lucky person. So I am sorry, I'm just reading the chat a little bit. Had a dream about Matt and his whiskey. Yeah.
I bet you did, Carl.
Carl's been here. He knows what it'll taste like.
Carl's been there.
All right, so let's see. We got Sam Clark asking, any suggestions on what I should go for from the Buffalo Trace line at a reasonable price? Was really surprised by standard Buffalo Trace the other day and was shocked at how good it was. So usually I would just say Eagle Rare right after that.
You can find it.
Yeah, I mean, depending on your area, you might not have luck finding it. Here, it's all over the place, so it's not hard to find. I don't know if either one of you have a better suggestion or another suggestion.
No, if that's what they're going for, I mean, that or you get small batch E.H. Taylor if you can find it.
That's the problem.
E.H. Taylor.
Oh, yeah.
I'm just thinking, if she likes that mash bill 1, that'd be my suggestions. Is the easiest ones to get. Well, easiest is relative term. But
yeah, that's the problem that's turning up with Buffalo Trace products is they're becoming more and more rare.
Yeah, well, I feel like that's got to be on purpose.
It's got to be.
I'm pretty confident it is.
They're huge. There's no way that they're running out of anything.
Oh, yeah, they've got barrels and barrels coming out everywhere.
I think
They've got millions of barrels aging.
They're playing us.
It's at least 9 warehouses because that warehouse H, right? That would be, I think that's 8 or 9 letters in. Alphabet is hard.
Alphabet is hard.
Alphabet is hard, but H is one called metal, and I know that's not their last one. They have more than that. Yeah. So
yeah, and they're building a new one. I think they said they were building 20 more and building one every 4 months.
Yeah.
I mean, that is an insane amount of whiskey that's aging then.
Totally.
Yeah, I agree with Mitch. The Weller lines, they're good.
Yeah, those are tough. I don't even usually recommend those. You
Those
just
are
can't
fun
find
too. We find the green more regularly than we find actual Buffalo Trace around here. At least I do.
Yeah, that's true now. The Weller Green and Special Reserve is definitely around more often. Oh, yeah, and I agree. Stag Junior is another great choice, but damn near impossible.
Right. Yeah. I don't know if you guys can actually see it. You probably can. Actually,
You want to go move it for us?
so like over my shoulder, I've got my bar. I don't know if you guys want to see it, but
I totally want to see your bar, man.
I've got a whole bunch of bottles on the top there. So I was digging around in my bar the other day, trying to make some room and pull out some stuff. I was actually, I don't even remember what I was digging for actually. Something I reviewed recently. It doesn't matter. So what the hell was I even talking about? Shit.
Sorry.
Weller.
Oh, Weller, that's what it was. Yeah, so I found my Antique 107 that I completely forgot I even had. And so now that's my current, like, I want a whiskey, I'm going to just have this. So
I got that right there.
drag the bar over. Yeah.
There.
Yeah. Yeah. So, well, you said that you found the green, you find the green off, and I've never seen the green in person.
Really?
Do you want one?
Well, it's just, it's never around here.
If you need one, we can get you one. It's no big deal.
Yeah, I mean, I thought about that because, frankly speaking, I know that I could pretty much ask you for anything at this point, and either you could find it for me or you can get me a sample. But it's more of a like I need the bottle to do the reviews.
Right.
The bottle's like $20. I can get you one, no problem. They're on the shelf everywhere here.
That's crazy. Yeah.
If you want a case, I can get you a freaking case.
What I need to do is figure out exactly what I'm bringing.
I
don't know what I'm bringing home as the problem, because you can only I can only put 6 bottles in my carry-on. That's the limit, right? So I'm going to package something up and ship it, which it's going to be a Sunday, so it's really not an option.
Yeah.
FedEx is open on Sunday.
Oh, okay. Well, either way, like that's a lot more complicated, and kind of, if I'm going to spend $40 to ship a bottle home or a couple bottles home, it's probably not worth it to me. But anyway, I got to figure out what I'm actually bringing and how much I'm planning on bringing home. Hopefully, I don't come back with all the merch I'm going to bring. So,
yeah, that part would not be so great.
No, that wouldn't be great.
Yeah, you need to sell that stuff so that you can more room for whiskey.
Yes, that would be great. So I'm going to open up this Sagamore Spirit Rye.
All right. The regular one, the 83.
Yep, the flagship here. So, do you have any idea what the deal is with the like the checkered pattern? Like, is there anything to that?
Okay, so the checkered pattern is because the Maryland flag has that checkered pattern on it. That's why it's in Baltimore. So, and of course, the Sagamore Farm is also in Baltimore, and they have the triple diamond because they have, sounds good, number one. But, it's triple diamond is your 3 horse races because the Sagamore Farmers were some of the best horse races in America are raised.
Yep.
And so their 3 diamonds are also the regular rye, the cask strength, and the double oak. And then, of course, their bottle is also a 6-sided bottle. That's a pre-Prohibition bottle. And they actually had the family design. They used to design bottles back before Prohibition and made them make bottles in, which is really cool. So
they have it everywhere, too. Did you look on the bottom of your cork? It's on the bottom of your cork.
On the bottom of the cork? Oh, wow.
The cork, it's on the top. It's
wow, I did not know
on the size of the bottle. It's crazy.
Attention to detail.
They are all about the diamonds.
Yeah.
I mean, they spent serious money making these bottles. They're custom bottles, and they're freaking awesome.
Oh, I'm sure. Well, I remember, so there was one of their marketing guys. I forget his name. I think it's maybe Jason or Chris, something like that. It was not the guy that you and I talked to. Somebody different. Anyway, it doesn't matter. So I remember asking him about that. He mentioned about the pre-Prohibition bottles, but also he told me everything about it except for the checkered flag. So I meant to ask you about it, and he did not mention about the triple diamonds on the bottom of the cork. That's really cool. Oh, actually, looking at this, it's got a date on the cork too.
Yep.
1909.
Jeez.
They all have that. Yeah.
They really put a lot of detail into this. I love this style of cork, by the way. I don't know about you guys.
It's freaking awesome. If you're going to have a real cork, there's definitely one of the coolest corks in whiskey.
Yeah.
No doubt about it. These corks are not cheap.
I'm sure.
They spent some serious money.
Yeah. The Signet will pretty much forever be my favorite cork, though, until I've never seen any.
Yeah. That sucker that Rex doesn't kill a dog with.
Right. Yeah. You just huck that thing and go, 100 feet, whatever. Cool. So yeah, no, I had the 3 of these. The guy came out to that liquor store near me, and we tried a bunch of these. We had the portwood or the port cask finish, whatever it is, the port finish.
Yes.
And the cognac.
It's so good. Both those are great.
Cognac's good.
I thought about buying the cognac the other day. I know that I think you were in the Discord on that one, Matt, too. But it was just I couldn't bring myself to pull the trigger on it because I've already got 3 bottles that I haven't even opened yet. So
what's wrong with the 4th?
I don't know, Matt. There's
more room in his bar.
I have never made other people dream about searching for whiskey through boxes as a potential nightmare.
The crazy thing about it is if you ask Matt, hey, do you have this? Oh yeah, can I try it? Oh yeah, I know exactly where it is.
Yeah.
And the 3 rooms full of whiskey that he has in his house, he knows exactly where it is.
That's pretty cool.
Off the top of your head, hey, where's this? Goes right to where it is. So
that's impressive. Yeah.
I am good at remembering. The mass majority, I know where they're at, which box they're in. Now, where I'm going to be lazy enough to get out and get it and take like 20 boxes to get to it, it's a different story.
That's pretty tasty.
Mm-hmm.
It's very, very good rye.
Yes, it is. Yeah, plus it's that Maryland style of rye, so it's not super spicy, because it's mostly that low blend with the 53 and then combined with the 95, and mostly the 53s in the bottle. So
I was gonna say this is a very easy whiskey to drink, especially for a rye. Like this is one that a guy actually. This is why I got on that topic of Whistle Pig earlier. A guy at my work asked me about Whistle Pig. Just like he yells from across the office, "Hey, Bill, you know Whistle Pig?" I'm like, yeah. And I just told him it probably wasn't really worth the money. But then he was mentioning how he, which one did he have? I think it must have been a store pick or something like that. He was raving about it. And so anyway, I told him actually about Sagamore because, like I said, I've tried these before, and I was like, much better value for your money, for sure. And in general, just being able to drink a rye easily for a newcomer, that's a good market to be.
This is definitely a conversion from bourbon to rye. This is a good one to do because, like I said, Pennsylvania style compared to Maryland style is so vastly different. Of course, prior to Prohibition, it was mostly Maryland style rather than Pennsylvania style, but after Prohibition, not so much. And then World War II, and then it pretty much crapped out. It was ethanol plants and then nothing until the early 2000s.
Yeah. So Victoria C is asking me, which whiskey do I not get where I live and wish I did? I'll say more just as a generality. I tend to get new bourbons like last. Massachusetts, I mean, it spreads out like a ripple, but even the guy. So are you, I'm going to say this wrong. It's Quich, I think, like keeper of the Quaich or something like that.
Yeah.
Yeah, or
Quake
or something. Quake. What is it?
The Quake.
Okay, yeah, that makes sense. The guy that owns that liquor store near me is a member of that group, and so he was in London maybe this last week, New York for some sort of thing that they were doing about that, and he's got access to pretty much everything. People go to him as one of the first people that they go to in the United States as a person to carry their stuff, and I still can't get the freaking easy to like. I still have not seen that small batch select up here for Four Roses, and that's just stupid.
That one took forever. It just came to Texas like maybe 6 weeks ago.
Yeah, I saw him at Mirage at the end of August.
You saw
the Select.
Oh, okay, all right.
Yeah, Mirage is a liquor store that we frequent down the street.
Mm-hmm. So, have you ever had Whiskey Acres Rye? I have not. Have you ever tried that?
Never heard of it.
Never heard of it either. Yeah. Greetings, Bill, Matt, Sarah.
Wait. Whiskey. Where's the thing? Wait a second. Whiskey.
Is it Acre?
Are you talking just Acre or Whiskey Acre? Because I know Acre I've had, but Whiskey Acre, I'm not sure what that is.
Maybe it's Acres Rye or something, but like
around us, if that's what you're talking about.
Who said? Who have you had Whiskey Acres?
Eric, I was trying real hard not to accidentally say that. So I'm like, Bill, don't slip up on this one.
Oh, here comes trouble.
I like to think of myself as a gentleman sometimes, but
just here comes trouble.
Yeah.
Get your paw out of here, cat.
What is your cat's name?
I've got Weasley and I've got Harry both looking at me. And I've got a third one that's off minding her own business that doesn't seem to give a crap about bacon for some reason.
Yeah, that explains the Patronus shirt. So, a bit of a fan, are you?
Me? Oh, yeah. Just a little. Yeah, and that one's Luna, so.
Okay, yeah.
Yeah, I'm a little.
Is Jason here? I thought I.
Yeah, Jason just came in.
Oh, great. Oh, shit. He's actually here. I totally missed it. Jason!
Hey, guys.
You guys are going to smack me around and say, Bill, hey, idiot, click the button. So
Happy Friday night, guys. How we doing?
Good. I'm actually using your coin for this one that I'm drinking right now. So,
Oh, sweet.
Yeah. How you doing?
Doing good. You guys drinking some good stuff?
Yeah, we just started on the Sagamore Spirit Rye, just the regular straight rye. So.
Oh.
Yeah, so next I think we'll probably end up going either to the double oak or the cask strength. I forget which one of, I think, Sarah, you might not have had one of those two.
I have them all.
Oh, you have them? Oh, great. Awesome. Sweet. Do you have either one of those, Jason?
I have the Cask Strength, yes.
Okay, we'll go to that one next then. May as well. And
yeah, the port finish is one of my favorites, but I got a bottle not too long ago, and my mother drank half of it, so it's all gone now.
I like your mom. And I mean that in the nicest possible way. Not a phrase I normally say in a nice way.
Yes, yeah, exactly. Yeah.
Well, so I'm doing some bottle popping tonight, like a baller here.
We got a first timer.
Yeah.
Time bottle.
3 out of 4 really good pops tonight. The regular rye for some reason didn't pop well. So
what proof is your Cask Strength? I'm just curious. Which ones do you guys have?
Mine is, so it's batch 4A, bottle 26. What is the proof?
It's in the top right corner.
Thank you. 56.1.
Same here.
I got a 56.3.
I have batch 1A. It's 111.4. So 55.7.
So I'm 0.8 better than you, Jason. Just gonna rub that in a little bit.
All right.
Batch 4A, bottle 8.
0.7 better.
I said 0.8. 0.7 would be not worth mentioning. 0.8.
That makes me 0.7 smoother.
I'd agree with your backwards hat. That gives you exactly 0.7 smooth points.
Your label looks different, Jason.
What's that?
Your label looks different
My label?
on your bottle.
Oh yeah, it's it's the white label.
Oh, okay, yeah.
Oh, okay.
So I think they switched them up. The batches. Yeah, the black labels are now what's available here, but
Yeah,
Red label Cask Strength. Interesting.
I never seen the white label. That's why I was like,
The nose on this is not at all hot.
Nope.
This is a very deceptive whiskey. That could get people in a lot of trouble. I like it.
Yes, it will.
It's
So
nice.
my phone said it was corrupted, had to shut down. So that's a good sign.
Well, say that again?
So my phone just said it was corrupted and had to shut down. That's a good sign.
Oh, nice. Oh, no. This is a great color. Look at that.
yeah, it's nice and dark.
Yeah, well, you know what? For the viewers at home, sorry, I'm going to spotlight for a sec here. So check that out. That's great. Cool. All right. Well, cheers to you guys. Cheers to you, Jason. Thanks for joining us.
Yeah, thanks for the invite. It was a lot of fun.
Yeah, and for all of you that are interested in continuing to drink, Jason's going to go on right after we're off here. So.
The Sagamore Spirit to me had one of the fruitier noses I've ever had in a rye. It's really interesting to me.
Definitely.
yeah, this and the port, they're my two, I think, favorites. I mean, outside of our barrel select, of course, but
Yeah, for sure.
for the ones that people can get everywhere.
So I over here in Massachusetts, on the way to Cape Cod, there are 2 different bridges that lead you to Cape Cod. There's the Bourne Bridge and the Sagamore Bridge. And for the longest time, I assumed that Sagamore Spirits had something to do with that at all. So, luckily it was at a massive tasting where nobody would remember me. Just went right up to the guy. I was like, so are you guys in Sandwich, or are you in, Bourne, or which town are you in? He's like, what the hell are you talking about? Yeah, so just like I said, I'm sure he wouldn't give a crap or remember, but I was very surprised to hear because Sagamore. That's I don't know. I think anybody that didn't live in Massachusetts would probably think of Baltimore instead.
Mm-hmm.
So, yeah,
Sagamore's in Baltimore, correct, or just outside?
Correct. It's in Baltimore.
Yeah.
The farm's 22 miles away, but the distillery's in Baltimore.
oh, I love the way this smells.
It's amazing what different water. It's amazing what different water can do.
Yeah, it really is.
Yeah.
You know?
Speaking of water, I'm actually going to add a couple drops to this because you mentioned about the fruity notes on the nose, and I'm kind of just not getting that, but I want to, so I'm going to do a couple drops of water here.
Yeah, I love the people at Sagamore. They're really good to us. They're awesome people. And Tim's one of my good friends here that works for them. So they've been out to here. We helped them launch the double oak and the port finish last year for the first time outside of Baltimore. Just fun. Hold on, screaming child.
I was going to say, is that a child or a cat?
That's my daughter.
No, it's not a live stream with anybody unless Matt's kids scream.
No, totally not.
Exactly.
Oh, the best is at least there's other people on the stream to cover. Like I've had at least 2 instances where I'm like, hey guys, I need to just go for like 5 minutes. Don't leave.
Yeah, it's not fun though when we're doing like a live stream at his house, like when we have a tasting, like tomorrow night. I don't know if we're doing one or not, but and you hear just screaming from downstairs, and you can't do anything because the rep's talking or whatever.
Right.
Like, hold on, stop talking for a second. Let me mute this. So at least you do this.
Sorry, I'm just looking at Eric's comment.
Jesus.
Eric's on his game tonight. He's doing all right. He's got a couple of one-liners so far.
I want to know how he knows about testicular predicaments in old Italian men.
How old are you now, Jason?
I'm 42, but come on.
It's a very important toy vacuum that needed to be fixed.
Did you fix it?
I did.
All right. Well, good. You've done your job. That's your fatherly duty.
Yes.
Yes.
So fun.
This is delicious. So, me being the virile young man that I am, recently threw my back out by coughing. So,
what?
Yeah, apparently it's a super common way to do it. Just totally like destroyed one of my lower back muscles by coughing.
Oh,
which I'm not going to focus too much on this, but more just say like it's been awful. So sitting here just drinking whiskey is making me forget all about how much my back hurts. Self-medicating.
I'm drinking.
Yeah, just pour it on your back.
Right.
And absorb it. Yeah.
There have been a couple of times where I've considered the idea of doing some sort of video that includes like a bathing suit, but a bathtub and Johnny Walker Red, and just be or maybe Black Velvet since that's cheaper, but just doing that for the hell of it, just be bathed in whiskey, Yes. But then I realized that would, if it was at all popular, it would last for about 30 minutes and totally not be worth the money. So,
no, this is a terrible idea.
It is a terrible idea because then you wouldn't even want I don't know.
Nah, might be good to clean your pipes with though.
There's probably places you don't want whiskey to get into.
Yeah, well, I started thinking about that when that gamer, the Twitch girl, was like selling her bath water, and I was gonna do like some sort of a parody on that. But then
I'm just saying, imagine how it burns going down your throat.
Well, I can only imagine bathing in Black Velvet actually probably making it somehow taste better. So.
Have any of you guys had the Sagamore Spirit cognac finish?
Yes.
I do. I have it in front of me.
Oh, you sons of bitches!
Yeah, only tasting though. But
yeah, we had a tasting of it. You've got the bottle now, Matt.
Oh,
they bought us a sample originally.
That makes me highly jealous.
When's that coming out there, Matt? Next week?
Yeah.
Is it? It's not out yet because they have that at that.
We have a review. We've got a review.
Oh, your thing. Yeah.
Yeah. The review about next Thursday. Oh, no, that one's on Tuesday. That's Tuesday.
Yeah. Well, I'm feeling better. The chat is relaying many stories of people who have done exactly what I've done. So I'm feeling a little bit better.
I actually have heard of people sneezing and their back going out. I haven't heard of coughing, but sneezing, I could see a violent sneezer. That could definitely happen.
Totally. Well, I was pretty sick, so it was like I was coughing a lot, and that was part of it. Like my knees kept buckling, and then it was just like everything went to my back. But like I said, we don't have to focus on it. So the cast strength is fantastic. Like it's almost, this is like disappointing now, you know?
Yeah, I agree with you. To go to from that.
Go back to the regular. Yeah.
I still have a little bit of the regular here, and I'm probably just gonna leave it there.
Yeah, you can't go back.
Yeah, I know. Like that, I now have to review this, and I've only got one drink out of it. I'm gonna have to, I don't know, get a couple.
And they do such a good job with the port finish that when you go back to the regular, it even kind of kills it. So
that's why I'll go between the cast strength and the port finish, and that's about it.
Yeah, those are kind of my two go-tos from Sagamore.
I have this bottle of the regular because it was gifted to us by the rep.
Okay.
So, otherwise I probably wouldn't go out and buy another.
I mean, the regular is great in cocktails too because it's a little bit of a fruitier rye, so it does make a good Manhattan.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah,
that's a good idea.
For somebody, if somebody comes over and they're interested to try some rye and they haven't before, it's a great start.
Yeah.
Great start.
Whiskey sours is what helped me get through my bottle of Rabbit Hole, which was man, what a disappointment, huh?
It's like terrible stuff.
Yeah, did you guys? I don't know about you guys, but like I subscribe to pretty much all of the distilleries' YouTube channels, which most of them don't put out anything. But Rabbit Hole put out a video the other day that was just called something along the lines of like dealing with trolls and haters and people who doubt or whatever. And I'm just like, what a weird video for a distillery to even put out. Just even using the word hater is such a weird thing for an adult to do. But never mind, like owner of a business. I was a little bit hoping that they were going to talk about my channel, like giving them a crap review. Just a little tiny hope, but unfortunately it didn't happen. But
if they make a better product, it wouldn't be a problem.
I know, right? Like the place looks beautiful. They could they if they made a really good whiskey, they would kill it,
Yeah, and the marketing's fairly decent, and the bottles are cool. The marketing's good. Yeah, the whiskey's just not good.
Yeah, I was just in Louisville and got a chance to pass by Rabbit Hole, and it's a gorgeous distillery, but yeah, just the juice just isn't there. I'm not a fan of any of it. Although I have heard good things about what is it called? The High Gold, which I think is their new one.
Oh, I didn't know they had a new one.
It's a different grain, I believe, that they use, and I heard that's actually pretty good. But a lot of people that I've talked to, or like a lot of review sites, say it's really good, and I do not agree with that. So I'm not going to go on that until I taste it.
Yeah, I think if anybody's going to bring Rabbit Hole besides the regular ones I have, I would like to try the other ones to see if they're decent or not.
Yeah.
The rye and the sherry cask finish.
I would like to try the sherry cask. I believe it was
I think Steve A is the one I have.
I was just gonna say, I think it was Steve that was saying it wasn't terrible. So
yeah, the sherry, I would agree. The PX sherry one is probably the most palatable, but I think the sherry is over influenced on the palate. It's not like just touching the flavor of the whiskey. It definitely makes it's going psychedelic in here.
Yeah,
sorry, I didn't realize it was updating it in real time. Sorry about that.
That's kind of cool. I didn't know it did that. That's kind of cool.
Can't help it, can you?
I was still totally paying attention. I was just trying to change it to be more brand color friendly, but oh well.
Oh my gosh, that's craziness. I didn't know you could even do that.
All right, I won't do that anymore.
That's
Not that color.
No, I picked the worst.
Yeah, no.
It's not
that works.
Hold on. It needs to be darker. There, we'll just do that and I'll change it later. Sorry, everybody. So I don't know about you guys, like how much you're keeping up on the chat. Eric had a pretty funny story. I pulled a muscle under my ribs when I sneezed. I was in pain, but I didn't go to the hospital because Andrew from Scotch for Dummies was visiting. We went out to dinner. I threw up at the restaurant. Like I just love how much that escalated.
Very quickly. Yes.
Wonderful.
He says later that he went to the ER the next day. So.
Yeah, that's right.
I did want to answer Dylan Hoffman's question. He said, "Do you know anything about the Cave Hill from Rabbit Hole?" Yeah, that's another new one, but I don't know. I think that's a distillery only release right now. It's really interesting. It's still their 4-grain mash bill, but it also uses honey malted barley in it, along with regular malted barley and also malted wheat and corn. So, I'm not sure of the proof point. I think it's almost 100, if not 100, but I haven't tried it. But I think that's a distillery only right now. But I did hear about the Cave Hill. Yeah.
Okay. So I'm ready to move on to this the double oak here, which, if I remember correctly from the tasting, I liked a lot. But hopefully
It's okay. I'm moving on to other bottle of Cask strength.
after that cask strength, though, yeah, I think we unfortunately changed things up a little bit from the order I was planning on doing, but I'm all right with it.
Yeah, Dylan, with that different mash bill, I'd say that's a try before you buy situation for that Cave Hill.
So, Steve, if you want to bring that bottle by, I'm not going to stop you. I'd like to try it, but I'll probably try like a tiny little sip. So
Yeah, like I just told him, I'm always down to try a sherry finish, but that's one of my favorite kind of finish in whiskey.
Yeah. Sherry's good. Do you have a preferred type of sherry that you like?
No, not really. I am starting to be able to pick out the difference between a PX and an Oloroso. So I'm kind of proud of myself with that. But
there's a third kind too, isn't there?
There's 4 kinds. Well, there's a lot, but major ones.
There's a third bigger one, right?
There's Fino and Manzilla, and then there's a crap load of others. Eric can tell us about them. I think he knows every single one of them.
Yeah, if William was here, but those are the 2 that are mostly in what I buy. Those are the 2 finishes that I buy mostly. But so I'm proud of myself for that. But no, I'm not really particular on one or the other.
Yeah, because Steve A is going to bring 4 different kinds of sherry that Tomatin also makes 4 different types that are finished in them and do the comparison, which will be great at La Quinta. So it'll be cool.
Yeah. So nose on this again. What is the ABV on this?
I think 96.
This is. I don't like that it's not always in the same place.
96.6. It's top left on that one.
Ah, there it is. Jeez. 96.6. Well,
that's the one I've never had. So school me on what that tastes like.
It tastes like a Sagamore that was double oaked.
Yeah.
That is very intuitive. Very thank you.
Good job, Bill. I like to bring the knowledge. That's
very insightful. That's why you are the Whiskey Dictionary.
A B C D.
Technical terms, okay?
Yeah.
It's Sagamore, but it's just smoky.
It's oily and buttery as well.
It's got that charcoal briquette smell to it.
Yeah, so that's why I wanted to ask, because usually when you get something double oaked, it's either getting more of a candier sweetness from the barrel, or you get more of the smoke and char. So
I get the smoke and char.
Okay.
So Kilojolt has a question here, and I know what I would guess the answer is, but I don't know the answer. Anybody want to take a stab at that?
Serious question. Other than different oak barrels, is sherry the most used finished for whiskey? I don't know. It's kind of all over the map these days. I think when people were first experimenting with finishing, I think sherry was fairly common, but I mean, cognac. I think the number 1 right now is rum. Everyone's finishing stuff in rum these days.
That would have been my guess as well. I mean,
although with scotches, there's so many scotches finishing in sherry. It probably is sherry.
Yeah,
by a long shot as far as Scotch goes.
I think sherry is definitely number 1. Like, I mean, I almost
what type? Not sure. It's probably Oloroso or PX.
For Scotch, I would say definitely sherry. But bourbon, I think you're seeing trends.
I'd say sherry, but multiple finishes more so. Not one. There's a lot that are doing. We're going to put it X amount of time in this, and then move it to this, and then this, or So it's not necessarily one.
Yeah, my favorite types of scotches are the ones that use both ex-bourbon and ex-sherry and get those flavors together. I love the blending of that.
Completely agree with you. Yeah. Scotch particularly takes really, really well to not like, I mean, heavy influence of sherry too, but like I like a nice light influence of sherry on my scotch.
Mhm.
It's I find that it's more of a good complement than an overpower, you know.
Yeah.
Whereas I feel like bourbon can hold up to kind of like a newer sherry barrel.
Yeah.
True. Oh yeah, Madeira is great too, for sure.
Oh yeah, Madeira's a really good cask. Marsala casks, I think, do wonderful things to whiskey.
Yeah. A bunch of red wines do really nice too, and I even have some white wines that are pretty nice finishes lately too that I found.
Oh yeah,
Well, I know that what is it? Glen Moray does like a Chardonnay barrel finish.
It's delicious too.
yeah.
I think it's $25.
Yeah,
What is it? Springbank does an amazing 17-year Chardonnay cask, a single cask Chardonnay, which is unreal. Oh, it's so good.
So I hear, but I've never tried.
I was just gonna say I have still yet to try Springbank. It's just
Seriously?
I know it's not that I don't want to. It's more. I mean,
That'll bring me some.
I guess I'll bring some to Austin. Fine. What else can Matt put in his trunk?
there's only
I'm systematically trying to figure out what the hell I could fit in my bag to fly down there with. So
yeah, we were just actually talking about that right before you popped in.
Yeah,
like I'm assuming that in some way, shape, or form, I'm going to be bringing home 6 bottles of whiskey, whether I just pick up something cool from a store up there or whatever, and I got to figure out how much weight I'm going to be taking. All this stuff, I don't know. I'm going to be Mosaic on JetBlue by the time I fly out there, which is like you can check an extra bag and all that stuff. So
yeah,
I should have plenty of room. It's more just getting it all there. So
I'm catching an echo.
oh, is that me? Did somebody change something?
I don't know.
You're the one in charge.
I'm gonna blame Matt then, or maybe the cat behind Sarah.
I blame the cat.
Oh yeah, I'm
Turn
sorry.
around.
Peter White corrected me. It was a long row 17-year Chardonnay cask, not a Springbank. My bad. I was drinking a lot.
It is made by Springbank, but technically
Yeah.
it's under the Long Grove.
Yeah, it's under the long row name, but yeah, I was drinking a lot that night. My bad.
Bummer. Mitch, I'm sorry to hear that. That really sucks.
Legal rare and kill the last pour for the single barrel from my brother fireman. Oh my god.
Yeah.
Sorry to hear that.
Well,
Sorry to hear that, Mitch. Let's give a little cheers to Mitch.
cheers to you, brother. It died a hero.
Yeah,
Cheers.
always a hero.
Wow,
Man, that cask is good. I love it.
Not the way that I would think a fireman was going to go out, though. That's. I don't know. I didn't read the whole thing before that, but still, whatever. All right, so, so Jason, what are you drinking on your stream tonight?
So tonight is the first round of Blendageddon.
Oh, nice.
So I got 16 samples total from people, 16 blends. So I am doing the first 4 tonight are in the mix, randomly selected. So I have the first 4. The first one will make it to the final round, and the second place one will make it to the to kind of the silver medal round. So, and then I have 3 more rounds to do from there. But next week on Wednesday, I'll be actually at Matt's house, and we're going to be streaming Wednesday night. So that'll be fun.
You're going to be here on Wednesday?
Yep.
So
Why don't I hear about this
I'm
now?
so jealous.
I live 5 minutes from Matt's house, so.
Oh my God! Come over and drink stuff.
My wife even told me that I could head down early for this whole event thing, but she didn't tell me till after I booked the tickets. I'm like,
Did you guys say you're doing a live stream? Or no, you're just hanging out?
No, I think we plan on doing a live stream. So
both.
yeah, both.
You'll have to let me know what time, Matt.
Dylan Hoffman said, whatever happened to Beagle Rare? It's in the hands of the Scotch test dummies right now. They have it. So
they're dragging their feet a little bit.
they've been putting out a lot of content in the last couple weeks. So yeah, I'm sure it's coming.
I'm sure. I'm just giving them shit. So, so Blendageddon, I love that you do that. That's such a cool concept. It's always fun when somebody's doing something new. It's fun to watch too.
Yeah, it's really cool because I I only had about 8 or 9 last year, and I got 16 this year. And people really took it seriously, and they really worked on their blends. And it's a great way to to communicate with the viewers and everybody that watches. Just a great way to connect that way. And plus share some great whiskey, and I get to give out some fun prizes for everyone. It's a lot of fun.
Nice. So here's a question for specifically more for Matt and Sarah, because they've been here the whole night. Of the 5 that we had tonight, and adjust your own number, is there a standout to you?
Cask strength.
I like cask strength everything. I like both tall cask strength. Of course, I like the regular stuff too. I like all of them, but really the cask strength of all 3. And then obviously I know we're having is our barrel select and then the port. But yeah, I'll have all 6 in Austin. So
the Sagamore cask strength out of the ones that we've had is my favorite out of these. I'm still sipping on the double oak here, and it's just a little too smoky for me for a rye. Or for anything, actually, because I'm not really big on the char side of things, but it's good. I like the cask strength.
Nice. Jason, so what did you have with us? You had just the Sagamore Spirit and the cask strength, I think?
The cask strength, I warmed up with some of the regular Sagamore. The port I've had, and like I told you, my mother finished half of it, so I couldn't take it back with me.
That's
and
right.
I've never had the double oaked, but yeah, the cask strength is still stands tall as my favorite. Mm-hmm. The port I love the port too, but I feel like I have to be in the mood for that one. So.
Okay. That's solid. I would say personally, I mean, the cask strength took me by surprise. The Sagamore Spirit cask strength, that's really good. But I also really liked the 4-grain from TAH. That was a great way to start the night. I'm actually,
if you like those, you're gonna love their cask strength.
I'm actually gonna pour myself just a tiny bit more.
I really can't wait to see what that distillery does.
Yes,
so good.
They just have so much room to grow.
And I don't know about you guys. I've never seen their bottle before. Like I know a lot of people use, this similar bottles that you can kind of buy.
Yeah.
But this to me looks like either a custom bottle or at least a very underused bottle.
It's a custom made bottle because they wanted it to be a canteen because TahWahKaro means bend in the river.
Right.
And so, which is near Grapevine, which is where they're at. So so they figured what's the coolest thing to be is they want a custom bottle and it's huge letters that you can see on the other side of a bar that you can order because a blind person could basically see this.
Yes.
There's a good point on their part. And then for like Christmas time, they're going to have some satchels and stuff and different types of little cups that'll go over it. It's very cool though. Yeah. So they custom did. I think they went through 18 different designs before they came up with that bottle. So it's awesome.
ADHD Fishing says, does the back of the bottle say "duh"? Oh, that would have been great.
Oh my god!
Even in just little letters, just to show that they were aware. That's really funny.
So, Bill, what did you think of the TAH?
I liked the 4-grain a lot. The rye was, I mean, both of them are great, but the rye was less good than the 4-grain to me.
Less gooder.
Less gooder. It was much less gooder. Okay. So, but it was still pretty good. I'm looking forward to trying it in a couple more days.
It opens up awesome. It does take a few days. I will tell you that for sure.
Yeah, I'm planning on reviewing it over the weekend, so I'll probably maybe just do it on Sunday instead of tomorrow. Because somebody's getting a hot tub delivered tomorrow.
Sounds rough, Bill.
I don't know who, but
getting a what delivered?
A hot tub.
A hot tub.
Yeah, my wife and I we used my bonus this year. Bought a hot tub.
That's dangerous, man. I don't want to see any whiskey reviews of you and your hot tub.
It would not
be the shower one.
I have a feeling that's happening somehow somewhere.
I was gonna say I've been on Matt's stream in the shower. I've done live streams from a hot tub over in San Diego. It will definitely happen. So,
oh my lord, it's happening.
I'll have Eric wait over. I'm sure he'll.
The real question is, will Eric wear pants? That's the real question.
Well, so you don't have to. Bill's hot tubs and pants are optional.
Yeah, I don't think he'd be wearing pants in there. And
I don't think Eric wears pants anytime.
You two will have like a shiny head battle. It'll be amazing.
Not a hair between us. Although Eric's growing a mighty beard. I told him that he needs to send me a like a magnetic beard to put on the coin that I got from him.
Yeah,
so, that's awesome.
I think if you got a little close to Eric's beard, it probably smells like Ardbeg.
Although that's not bad. That could be a turn on for some women.
Yeah. See, Eric says no pants. Duh.
No pants. So we're just nearing time that I kind of wanted to pop off. Definitely want to give Jason a little bit of time to get on and do his thing.
You guys stay on. I'll hop off. I'll get my my stream going a little bit here. But thanks so much for having me on, Bill. Always a fun time popping on your channel. So thanks again, man. Thanks for the invite.
No problem. I'm going to be doing something pretty soon. I'll send you an email about it. I think it's about time for us all to do another large group hangout and
Whiskey.
maybe
all right, man. I'll get the drum kit ready. Be
Sounds
good.
good to me. All right. Cheers.
Cheers, guys.
Cheers,
Jason. I switched over to the port, and yeah, you've got to try the port.
Yeah.
You really do.
I had it at the tasting, but I kind of forget what it tasted like.
Matt's gonna bring them all.
I'll bring them all. We'll do another tasting. It's all good.
See, like we can only have so many things and actually have any concept of what it tastes like, Matt. I like your enthusiasm, but there's a reality.
Well, as of today, there was 65 whiskeys in the list, not including mine.
Yeah.
So,
I was gonna say I've only got one so far.
well over 100 by the time we're done.
Yeah, I would agree.
Do you need trunk space, Matt?
I don't know yet. I'll let you know.
We're leaving at like 8 in the morning. We're dropping the kid off.
We'll probably pack it the night before. That way, if I need you guys to carry stuff, I'll let you know.
Yeah, because we'll have a fairly empty trunk. So
I hope you got a big trunk because I'm going to park my bike in it. I hope that wasn't totally lost.
No.
Do you know that's a 40-year-old virgin? Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Anyway, so all right, let's do one more thing. Pour anything that you do. You want to talk about the thing that you're doing, Matt?
For what, in Austin or this?
No, the Sagamore related thing. I don't.
Yeah, we'll talk about this.
Yeah, why don't you talk about that?
That'd be great.
As we've already discussed, I have no idea how to make you the main guy, so I'll just.
Oh, there we go. Perfect. Yeah. Okay, so this is actually our first pick. So this is a Whiskey Crusader pick. There's a cool little sticker on there. This is a 6-year, 110 proof. It's MGP, which of course all the stuff currently is. Nothing. They only barreled 2017 their own stuff, but so out in 2021 they're just gone. Anyway, so this thing is amazing. Though we'll be bringing this to Austin, and if you do live in the area, Mirage Fine Spirits is where you can get it at. But yeah, it's just all sorts of. It's a very unique rye. It's lots of citrus and clove and also like chocolate sprinkles, and it's just some tobacco and spice. It's just delicious. It's one of the best ryes I've ever had, or if you want one and you're going to be in Austin, we can certainly take care of that too. That's easy enough. You can call and pay the store, and I can bring it down or pay me or whatever. It all works. Either way, we can certainly get you one. That's not a problem. But yeah, they're delicious, and there'll be samples of it as well down in Austin. So yeah, this is definitely one of the best ryes I've had. This is my second bottle I've already gone through. So it doesn't happen real often that I go through a bottle, especially here with as many whiskeys as I have. It's rare, and this is bottle number 2. So I really, really like this stuff a lot. Not just because I picked it, just because it's freaking awesome whiskey.
I couldn't imagine that you would pick anything other than a freaking awesome whiskey, Matt.
Yeah, and everyone that's had it is like, this is freaking amazing. I'm like, I know. That's why we picked it.
Now, did you and Will and Sarah all go together and do that together?
They sent us samples
separate.
Yeah,
you all went separately.
Yeah, we did it separately to see if we picked the same thing, and we did. So it was worked out well.
That's incredible. How many different? Just because I'm curious, how many different options did you have to choose?
I went through 5.
Okay.
Yep.
Yeah, this is by far the first 3 were okay. They weren't unique enough for me, so they brought a couple more in, and this one was just magic.
Nice. That's interesting. I've heard the same thing from a lot of people, and I'm wondering whether it's they give you things that are good, like slightly better than normal, to see if people will just immediately be like, oh, I'm doing something special. Let me take something that's not incredibly special, to hold it for people with a discerning taste. It would make a lot of sense from their point of view. But then those that have the more discerning taste, you always ask for more. That makes a lot of sense, because I've heard the exact same thing from Ryan. I think it's Ryan Malone, I think is his name, the guy from Julio's. He he always talks about going to like Buffalo Trace or all different kinds of places and doing barrel picks. And he's like, yeah, the first couple that they send me, like I'll try them to be kind, but they're never what you want, yeah. He talks about, he did this one. It was Buffalo Trace barrel. I don't know any details about it except that it was in a corner of one of the warehouses. It was standing upright. Actually, it was somebody had put it there, and they had tasted a whole bunch. And he was just like, "Hey, just for the heck of it, like, let me try that one over in the corner." And they're like, "Yeah, I don't even know how this got here. Like, I'd have to go look at the records or whatever." And so they tasted it, and that was the one he ended up choosing. So then he called it like "Nobody Puts Baby in the Corner." So, which is pretty good. So.
I know when we went and did the second pick that we did, they had already pulled a bunch, and we tasted through them, and we were just like, nah. So we walked out into the barrel house, and he started pulling barrels down, and had to pull the bungholes on them, and like pouring them out and passing them around, and like, well, how many barrels did he pull down? Like,
we must have pulled between the bottles he had and the barrel like at least 15
barrels or so.
So the sad part of the story is we found a glorious barrel.
Ugh.
It didn't even make one bottle. It was a low fill, and he said he went to fill it, and it was all like whiskey diarrhea and char. Stupid. The second barrel we chose ended up making 12 bottles. I'm like, crap. So he's bringing it on Saturday, so tomorrow.
Oh, yeah.
And we're doing an actual live pick here tomorrow with a bunch of samples he's bringing to get another barrel pick. So everyone that's here tomorrow is going to get to pick the barrel with us, which is going to be really cool.
All right. So hold on. I have to point something out. So the people in the chat here they're on the track of genius right now, right? So they're saying, Matt, first off, if you started a distillery, you call it freaking awesome Whiskey Co.
Absolutely.
And Spencer points out that the abbreviation of that or acronym would be FOC. So,
perfect.
Which is just freaking awesome. Which also is appropriate. I didn't even do that on purpose. Give me some of that focking whiskey, like awesome. Yeah.
Yeah. When the thing we're designing comes out, we can have a room called the Focking Whiskey Room.
There you go. I love it. You definitely should. All right. Is there anything you guys want to? Well, actually, no. I had one more question. The pick that you did. How many bottles did you end up with?
Of this one, there was, I think, 204, something like that.
204. Awesome.
Yeah. So there's still plenty to go around if anybody wants one.
Yeah. You all right, Sarah?
I just pushed the cat off.
Oh, okay.
The piano is sitting right here. The camera.
I just assumed you were choking on bacon or something. So
no, he was trying to get my bacon.
All right. Well, good. Then you're fighting a good fight.
I'm good.
Right. Is there anything you guys want to promote at all? Otherwise, we'll call it.
Yeah.
Let's see. Well, of course, tomorrow we've got we'll have a live stream tomorrow at about 6:15, and it's going to be over Aberfeldy and Kregelke because we've got the rep here tomorrow to do that. But then along with that who's ever going to be here is also going to get to taste Glen, the Deveron, Altmore, and then also Royal Broccola, which is one of the things the Whiskey Tribe just got. So we've got Royal Broccola here tomorrow too. So it's going to be an awesome night. We're picking a whiskey barrel with Lone Elm tomorrow evening as well. Cool. Next week, we've got actually it's going to be our review on Tuesday of our barrel pick and the cognac finish. And then on Thursday will be the port and the double oaked Sagamore. And then Friday we'll be driving to Austin for the freaking most awesome weekend ever.
I see your child, by the way.
Go away.
Go away. Gotta give that kid a complex. So, all right. Well, I don't have much to promote other than look for some really cool streams coming up. I've already got some emails out. I'm going to send out some really good stuff coming probably over the next 3 months, really, because I always say this, but I want to stream more, and I'd like to get on some sort of a schedule, even if it's bi-weekly or something like that. So I've got some cool ideas in the works. Definitely the Friday before Halloween, there will be a thing. But outside of that, just normal reviews every Monday, and I'll be doing Ta probably this upcoming Monday. I still have to film it, still have to research it, still have to edit it, all before Monday. So good stuff.
And look for us all, for those of you who are coming to the ball next week.
Oh yeah,
like YouTube is going to be rocking all day on Saturday, so just be prepared, get your whiskey ready, and pop from one to the next, man.
Good point. And actually, so on a more serious note of something to promote, I have an extremely, at least to me, very special piece of merchandise that I will be unveiling at the Bastards Ball. I have a very limited amount of them, and I hope to, if I sell out, whatever, I will be buying more. I will be selling them through the thing, but like they'll be unveiled at the Bastards Ball. I'll put up on Instagram all this stuff. You guys will see it. It's something I'm super excited about. Even if I don't sell a single item of it, it's something I've always wanted to do since I started the channel. So really excited about it. Anyway,
it's freaking awesome. Just I won't tell everybody else what it is, but if anybody doesn't, it is freaking awesome what he's got.
Matt.
I was gonna say, other than my wife and like maybe like a couple of friends and family or whatever, Matt and one other person are the only people who know about it. And the other person is because they guessed it, and so I showed them some pictures of it.
Matt,
Yeah.
do we have a time frame for the YouTubers for Saturday yet, or no?
For when we in Austin?
Yeah.
Oh, like
You mean as far as like what times to get? I don't know. I'll email Emma and find out. I know we have to be there probably like at noon is my guess.
I'm talking about when, like who goes on when.
Oh no, we don't have a list yet.
Yeah.
they had an order, but they didn't have times.
Yeah.
Okay.
Because I know I'm last, which is okay actually. Because I got the little PayPal thing that lets you pay with a credit card. So even if you guys are drunk off your ass and have already bought a whole bunch of merchandise, you could still buy whatever with a credit card. So let me just tell you that you're gonna want to bring a $20 bill, and you're gonna want this. So all right. Thank you everybody for joining me here on the Whiskey Dictionary. Thank you Whiskey Crusaders for being awesome and joining me and drinking. Appreciate it.
Thank you for having us.
Yeah, no problem. Anytime. All right. Have a great rest of your night, everybody. And I guess that's it. Cheers.
Cheers.